Hi there! Check my surroundings out. Wait, let me... Ooh, yeah. This camera has an amazing zoom. It's a Lumix with a Leica lens. Let me just flip this up and I need to find a spot. Oh, too close? Too far? Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. I don't want to be on a downward angle. I don't want to be on a downward angle. I want to somehow make it so that this is the jankiest setup you have ever seen. I'm using a string as a harness for the camera, so it's hanging off a branch. But now it's not exactly right. My father would kill me if he saw this. He works with cameras. I'm gonna kill myself if this falls. Oh, I'm gonna not edit that out. Not. So yeah, basically we just did a reading. Let me put that here. Microphone over here. Do you hear me? Do you hear me loud and clear? This was a better position. Yeah, much better position. Okay. Hi everybody. I'm gonna open my Monster now. Today we will be doing an intuitive channel. I will be speaking, I will invoke Abraxas, I will invoke my angels, and I will evoke my spirit team. In the name of all that is holy, in the name of love, I ask the higher forces to grant me the words that I need today, and to protect my camera from falling. That is also extremely worrisome, but I know it'll be okay because I trust myself, I trust the universe, and I trust in general. I'm gonna make the audio a bit louder. Okay, so recently I've been reading. I need to roll a cigarette. Recently I've been reading a book. It's called From the Closed World to the Infinite Universe. And it's about the development of philosophical thinking from the 15th to the 17th century in Europe, where basically the conception of the universe came from the concept of a finite universe, a closed universe with 8 or 9 spheres. I can't remember, I think it's 8 spheres for each planet, and then the fixed stars. The fixed stars are the night sky. They used to think that was a fixed layer of stars that didn't move. And then Nicholas of Cusa came, and he basically was the first person to ever deny the fact that the universe is finite. He didn't establish the fact that it was infinite. That was somebody else, somebody later on, I can't remember now. I think it was Tycho Brahe. Or no, it was... doesn't matter. This isn't about the book. This is about the fact that we are cyclical beings. We live in a cycle. We understand things through cycles. And through each repetition we become better. Through each time we communicate, we interact, we think, and if our mind is in the right place, the wind is blowing a bit, we will improve. It's that Aristotelian way of thinking where each day you can become a better person, and once you accept that mentality, your life will change for the worse. For a long while, because you will start confronting everything you've been ignoring. And it's gonna be painful, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be awful, but it's the only way to come to better days, to days that won't feel like shit, to be honest with you, to days that will inspire you, to days that will, days where you will see your friends laughing and your heart will melt, days where you will find your partner and think, how do I deserve this person? But deep down you will know you deserve them, because you are a person who changes with the times, and the times are changing. We are at a pivotal moment in history. I think we all see that, but like, we're afraid to talk about it. We're at a pivotal moment in time and place. See, why I talked about this book is because it took 2 centuries from when Nicholas of Cusa said the universe isn't infinite, two centuries to when they actually finally accepted that fact. There's so much knowledge out there. You need to become a filter for it. You used to need to search for information. My mom told me an analogy, not an analogy, but a story, where they used to need, for music, they would go out and search for all kinds of music, and you would have to listen to the radio, you would have to find, you know, artists you like. It was difficult. But now there's so much art, they're so saturated, everything's so saturated, we have to not chase things, we have to filter things. We've come to a place where we attract things, and now we need to decide that we want this, we don't want that. And what that is free will, basically. We've come to a point where we, as a society, we have to choose what we want to do, but it all... I see a gecko, lizard. Hi, friend. This isn't about society, though. This is about you. This is about us. This is about nothing, to be honest with you. I just feel like sharing my journey with somebody, and I have a lot of thoughts that I want to share that aren't coming to mind right now. Just a second. But I know I'm gonna do great things in my life, so I want to document them. And currently I'm at the sea, I'm relaxing, chilling, maxing, relaxing. Let me put my head down a bit. Yeah, we're looking good. Let me read you a passage from the book. Let me just find it real quickly. This is what I want to tell you today. And I'm gonna, I hope you hear me. Every star indeed differs from every other in light, nature and influence, and thus every star communicates its light and influence to every other, not intentionally, for stars move and glitter only in order to exist in a more perfect manner. The participation arises as a consequence, just as light shines by its own nature, not in order that I may see it. Each one of you is a shining star. And there have been attempts to dim us, but we can't be dim. It's simply in our nature to exist. It is in our nature to be. But be present, be active in the moment. Not chase every possible reality you want to have. Not chase wealth. You need to get into a mentality where you realize you are worthy of everything you deserve. That doesn't mean don't do hard work. Obviously you have to do hard work. Obviously you have to do hard work. For some people it's gonna be emotional work, for some people it's gonna be labor, for some people it's gonna be God knows what. Each of us has a different challenge, and we shouldn't judge each other. I've had to do labor, I've had to do emotional things, I've had psychosis. one of the most dangerous and heavy mental illnesses. I have seen things people would not believe me. I believe magic is real because it is for me, and it is for you, even though you might not believe it. Magic is out there. There are forces that are greater than us that are organizing this universe. Personally, I believe in Gnosticism, which is a Christian subsect that was eradicated around 2000. I don't know when it was eradicated, but during the Roman Empire, because it didn't align with their plan to control the masses through Christianity. But what they believe is that the Christian God is called Yaldabaoth in actuality, and he is the big bad, let's say. And there are 7 archons that are under him. Each of them basically keeps you trapped on this earth, and you have to pass through these 7 layers and face Yaldabaoth to escape the reality you are stuck in, that you are kept in. And the point of it is to reach Gnosis. Gnosis is basically, you know that image of the guy peeking through a veil of reality? That's Gnosis. Gnosis is being able to understand the language that lies beneath language. If you imagine drawing an A, that's a symbol. A is a sound. A is a thought. A is a meaning. If you change the letter, all the things change. The letter changes, the symbol changes, the sound changes, the meaning changes, and the sense, or whatever I said, changes. All of it changes. What I'm saying is, there is a universal language of understanding, of pure understanding underneath everything that you can tap into when you are at peace. When you are in fight or flight, you cannot tap into it. You can if you are extremely proficient in it, but I'm saying this for starters, you should be in a rest and digest mode. A restful mode where you can notice every wave, but not cry over every wave, because every wave lives a short life and then dies at the shore. And I used to cry at every wave, but now I know that every wave is a part of something bigger, and is part of something much deeper, the whole ocean. But it is also a fluid, the same fluid as the sky. There is no difference between the air and the water. There is a difference in the material world, but on an esoteric level, it's the same thing. And what you're seeing over is friction. What you're crying over is friction, change. You're afraid of change. That is what you're afraid of. I didn't press record on the microphone. I hope the camera quality is half decent, because I'm not gonna re-record this again. But what I want to say is, what do I want to say? I want to start using my voice, to be honest. I want to start using my voice in ways that makes me heard and not hurt. That too. I want to be seen. I want to be recognized for who I am. And in order to do that, I need to expose myself. And what better way to expose myself than using my free will and not being forced into a position where I have to expose myself. This is under my control now. I can't control the fact that I have to be seen, because that is my destiny. but I can control how it happens. And I can control that you see this video. I don't know why you have to see this video. I don't know what this channel will be, but I know you should be here for a reason. I know I can help you for a reason. For reasons I can't really explain. During my psychosis, I have seen things. I have seen fragments of the future. If I'm crazy, I'm crazy, but I don't really care. The crazier, the weirder I am, the better my life gets, to be honest with you. The less I care about what others think is, the more empowered I am. I enjoy talking to you, to be honest with you. I don't know you, but I can feel your energy. I can feel your energy through time and space, because time isn't linear. We live in a three-dimensional world. And people imagine that time moves, let me just put that down. The time moves like this. You know, like this. But time moves, imagine a point spreading outwards in all direction all at once. In all instances, everywhere, in every atom, in every electron, everywhere it's spreading outwards at once. It's really complicated and it's a really difficult thought to get around, but definitely it's not like, it's not. Because this video found you at this exact moment. Because this video is reaching into you to teach you something deeper. I'm removing your disbelief. I just did some Reiki on you. Yeah. Let me open the book on a random page and see what it says. All that and much more besides is coming to you soon. This is the end of this video, and I will see you later.